I just want a little bit of darkness. You just put a tad of color and paint with your brush. Because this is just a real light area that you need to get into. I'm going to do part and leave that. I'm going to do another one. Clean water, and I'm not going to go back into that. I may, when this dries, put a little heavier line right in there. I'm trying to work myself down to here as well, because I want y'all to see how this goes. This is fill in the blanks, and you judge what colors you want. I think I'm going to do that. And
I noticed up at the top, the back edge of the glass, you have it dark because it's against the light. But down by the purple, it's white because there's a dark there. So wherever there's a dark, you have a light. Wherever there's a light, you darken the glass.
That's sort of what I like, and I'll come back in here and even do a little bit, I don't know what color I had there. I'll even do a little bit of darkening back in here, but I'm not painting a shape I see. I'm just sort of dropping some colors, thinking that the prism of light that's going to come through here, you've got refractions and reflections, and you just have to do them both. That's a refraction right there, you know, where it's just all buzzed out. But that's what I like, Bob, and it makes it read crystal when you do that. I'm going to go back in there. I don't know whether this is dry enough or not. I have one little hit there. Just light hits make the biggest difference in the world. That's too dark. Okay. Over here, we've got green here. So I want a little bit of green showing in the rim. Just a little bit. Maybe that's all.
I like how you paint. You get in, get out, and you're done.
Well, you can always go back.
And you get those wonderful water spots.
Yeah.
Just like coffee stains a piece of paper, that watercolor's all, you get those wonderful spots.
You can get in. See, I want this a little bit darker here, and I know I won't get back up here, so I'm going to do it now.
It'll dry lighter.
Look at you, Regina. Oh my gosh, Regina! I'm just trying to prove his point. For example. Okay.
That can happen. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Be happy. Okay.
Heck, it might.
It's refreshing.
Now that you've cleaned it off, it might cool you down a bit.
There you go. See all these lines in here? They're lines that when you do a drawing, you don't really understand them. But when you use these lines as a heavy edge on your crystal, go ahead and put your paint on those lines, and then drag it with clear water, and it looks like you've done that on purpose, and it looks like it's sort of moved.
Okay, that's good.
So I never begrudge these lines. Sometimes I wish they weren't so dark, but let's say I make see there's not that there. Let's say I do one of those little H's. Make it like, what do you call that? Make it like a little loop and a little loop with a bar in the middle. Can y'all see that? That's like an H right here. Let me do another one without.
I wasn't sure.
All right.
If she was saying H
Your little
edge.
check marks and H's and
Yeah.
pointy things
That's Reed's crystal.
are a unique style, because I looked at your photos and I don't see those things, but
Well,
you put them in.
This is why I apologize for having y'all paint off that, because like watching you paint though, now I see what to do. I've just got to go do it.
Well, you know, that helped me a whole lot looking at your finished painting because I could see what you were trying to get at.
All right, see this line? See this big old fat line right there? I'm going to make that a magenta. I'm going to drop some in, and I'm going to put a little bit of blue in it. And I'm just going to see what that did. This is magenta. This is a gray magenta, and it picked this. It just sucked that blue right up. Can you see this right here? And then you just have to have sort of a light hand with this. Where's Amelia? Amelia?
Yes.
You have a heavier hand than me, and you enjoy it, but that's why we're all different artists.
Well, not only that, you go about a 1/16 of an inch and then you change the color.
Yeah, yeah.
You keep the coolness or the warmness, but you change the color after about a 1/16 of an inch or a quarter of an inch.
Okay, I'm going to set my corner down here. You know, I told y'all it's real important to keep this little line right here.
Yeah.
If I were at home, I might make it closer because I would be just real steady with my hand, but I'm not at home. So I'm going to go ahead and make this wider than I would possibly have made it, but I'm going to start there. I'm going to put me a hit here. I'm going to do one of those little H-y things here. Drag it on down. One here. Then I'm going to put some water on.
So the white line is kind of like lost and found with the little checky things.
Yeah, and what it is this stuff back here, and I need to put some discarbosal in. That's really dark, but I'll put a square in that. And if you divide lines, if you can see to divide lines, do it. Because there's no reason that should be there as far as what you're looking at. I mean, you're not seeing this. I'm just seeing color coming from the back, and I've got a light shade there, but I'm going to make it a little oops. But that's okay because this is dark, and I need a few of these dark shapes right here around the bottom to where it gives me a reason for putting purple in here. Then I'll clean this up a little bit, and I'll just do me a line here and maybe a line here. As long as you keep it in a circular motion, you can use any color you want. And you don't have to do all these little bitty. See, I'm not looking at this now. I don't have time to look at that. So I'm just doing my own thing now. And you'll skip around. I need some